Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at Colourpop's new holiday collection. It is quite the collection, as you saw from my intro. There's a lot to it. I think the packaging, the theme, the colors, the pastel, I think everything is super fun and super cute. It's very different from other holiday collections. When you think of holiday, you think of greens and golds and reds and colors like that, but Colourpop has definitely never stuck to the rules, so I didn't expect anything less from Colourpop. Like I've mentioned, there's quite a bit to this collection, so I'm going to do my best to showcase as many products as I can on my face, but I did go ahead and swatch everything in the collection on my arm so you guys can see all the products. So if I don't get to necessarily putting something on my face, you guys still get to see what it looks like. I think we should just get into it. I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into the highlighter. This is called the Dream Sequence Super Shock Highlight Palette. So this is not just a pressed powder palette, it's in fact there's Super Shock Cheeks, which is like that bouncy, kind of like semi-gel wet-like feeling. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's this pastel rainbow. Oh, it's so pretty, and this is what the inside looks like. You have 4 different shades of Super Shock Cheek highlights. So I'm going to dip into this shade. It's called Counting Sheep, and I'm just taking that on a brush today. You can use your finger, you can use a sponge, any way you want to apply it. And I'm just going to slowly start tapping this into my cheeks. Just like those Super Shock shadows, if you want to have a more intense application or get more of that pigment, the intensity, the glow, the sparkle, whatever it is, you definitely can go with your fingers. These types of products are kind of best applied with your finger. So this is with a brush. I think it's beautiful and blinding enough, but I'm just going to take a little bit more with my finger. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to just very gently tap this into my cheek. We are definitely glowing. This is a beautiful highlight. It's very reflective. I will say, however, it does have some sparkle, some glitter in it, but it's not just like full-on glitter. I think it's still very wearable. So on the other side of my face, I'm going to try out this shade. It's called Guilty Pleasure. I want to see if that kind of like goes with my skin tone. It's not too dark. We'll see. This also looks like the least kind of glittery shade. I don't think this actually has any glitter in it. So I'm going to apply this with a brush first. Ooh, okay, I really love this color a lot. It's a beautiful golden sheen. It definitely works with my skin tone perfectly. I thought it might be like a little bit too dark, but it's not. There are 2 different types of highlighters. This is very frosty, glittery, sparkly, and this is just a golden sheen. And I think that's great because you kind of have different types of formulas and highlighters you can mix and match. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a Guilty Pleasure and kind of mix that in on top of that one. I'm so happy. I cannot stop looking in the mirror. This highlight is so freaking blinding. It's so pretty. It kind of just like makes your cheeks look wet. Now that we are glowing, we can move on to the eyes. This is the Chasing Rainbows Pressed Eyeshadow Palette. These are the 15 shades in the palette. I think overall it's a really pretty palette. You have a lot to work with. Again, you have a lot of neutrals to create everyday looks because I know not everybody is always into color or wants to wear color every day. So you have the option to stick to all the neutral colors, but then you also have like some fuchsia, some teals in there, this beautiful metallic lavender duochrome. Like, that's so pretty. If you look at this palette and you're a little overwhelmed or intimidated by all the color in it, if you just kind of take out some of these shades, you are left with pretty neutral colors that are very everyday friendly. In fact, like a lot of the times when I see very colorful palettes, I used to be like, I'm never gonna wear that. But it's pushed me to play with color a lot, and I've been very much enjoying color lately. So I am excited to create a look with this palette. I'm gonna start off with the shade Wiggles, which is a matte nude shade. I'm taking that on a huge little Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush, and I am going to basically set this all over my lid, focusing it underneath my brow bone, but just bringing it down a little. Wow, that's actually a really nice color. I'm gonna go into the shade Woke. It's like a very muted, soft pink shade. I'm taking that with the same huge brush, and I'm going to add this to the crease and just kind of like really blow it out. I want it to just be a very diffused look. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're doing it. We're just going. I'm gonna go into the shade Wish List, which is right next to it. It's kind of more of like a muted coral color, and I'm going to use this just to add a little bit of deepness into the crease. I'm using the same brush, honestly. This is huge, but I'm loving this for the eyes. I don't think I've actually used this for the eyes before. It makes blending so quick and easy, like effortless. Why have I never... coming out way more fluorescent than I imagined, but I'm here for it, honestly. Does anybody else have those stubborn lashes that just love to curl into your eye? I didn't realize I wasn't filming, but I took the shade Keep Cool with the same blending brush. It's a deep matte purple shade, and I'm just popping this into my crease to deepen it up. Honestly, I'm trying to not go to like towards the neutral shades in the palette. I'm trying to be a little bit colorful, a little bit different. I've been very much enjoying colors lately, so yeah. I'm gonna go back into Woke. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that and just pop this into the crease once more. I'm gonna dip into the darkest shade in the palette, which is called Prism. This is like almost black, but it's not quite. It's a very, very dark brown. Taking a chance, going back to the same brush I've been using this entire time. I'm gonna take the tiniest amount because, you know, this brush is huge and I don't want to focus this everywhere. I just kind of want to deepen up the crease with this. So I probably should have used a smaller brush, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, definitely needed to switch over to a smaller brush just so I can really pack this into the crease. I think since we have a lot of color in the crease, I'm gonna go into the shade Eclipse right here. It's this really interesting, not gold, not silver, in between metallic. And I'm just going to place this all over my lid. Ooh, okay, good choice, Jess. For the inner corners of my eyes, I want to take the shade Blurred Lines right here. This is a beautiful duochrome. It looks like white frosty, but it has like a gold duochrome to it. This is gonna go right in there. For the lower lash line, I'm thinking we go into the blues, so I think I'm gonna take this matte one. It's called Bring It, and I'm going to top it with On One right on top, so it kind of like makes it pop a little bit more. We have a lot of eye products. We have this Super Shock eyeshadow set. I love the packaging on all of these. They're all different. This purple with the sparkles, this copper with like pink sparkles. They're just like all beautiful, beautiful shades. We also have a bunch of these little Jelly Much eyeshadows, and I think I want to use one of these maybe to just top it on top of my lids as something extra. The Jelly Much shadow I'm going to be using today is this really cool, I don't want to say purple, but it's like this gray with a bluish violet duochrome to it. It's very interesting, and I feel like that might actually look really pretty on the lids, like topped on top of that. We're gonna see, we're experimenting here. The shade, bear with me, is called Hallucinogenius. This is what it looks like inside of the pot. You can see all the different dimensions. So like I've mentioned, if you are not familiar with these Jelly Much shadows, they're basically, they feel like jelly. They're very wet and bouncy, very, very creamy, but they kind of just add like a wash of duochrome. You could definitely build them up, make them more pigmented. They do dry down, so you don't have to worry about it feeling wet on your eyes. So I'm gonna just take my finger, go straight into the pot, and I'm going to tap this on top of my lid, kind of focusing in the center portion. And you guys can see that it kind of added like this purpley blue duochrome to my lids, and it looks so beautiful. I do have a video kind of showing you guys different ways of wearing them. I will link that down below as well if you're interested to see more of these in action. You can even wear these as highlighters. I have tried, although it was very intense because I added too much. You can gently tap this into your cheeks to get that really fun effect. So I don't know, should we try and put a Super Shock shadow on the eyes? Add more to the look. All right, I think I'm gonna go into the shade Falling Up. Why not? Let's play with these as well. I'm going to add this to my brow bone and kind of just intensify the inner corners of my eyes because these are definitely a lot more blinding. Good choice. It definitely made it a lot more sparkly and intense, so I'm into it. And then we have it underneath the brow bone as well. It definitely added something there too. Like we have glow here, we have glow there, glow everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara to finish off the look. I think I've definitely tried to cram as many eye products as I possibly can. I'll be right back. Here is the finished eye look. I think it looks super fun and pretty. It's colorful, but I think it's still pretty wearable. I love the duochrome, the sparkle, all the different colors together. I think it came out pretty damn cool. So here we are at the lips. I'm going to be swatching 20 different lip products. This part's gonna hurt me the most, I know it. The first lip set we have is a Lippie stick collection. It's called Dream Baby Dream. You have 6 brand new Lippie sticks in here. I'm obsessed with the packaging. I feel like they need to do this with all of their Lippie sticks. That transparent but like matches a lip color cap. It's so cute. Great idea. We have these 6 shades and then this is the Flying Colors Lip Vault. I'm like hiding back here because I'm trying to show the whole thing off. There are glosses in here, metallic lips, satin lips, matte lips, so you have a little bit of everything. I think it's super fun. Let me open this up and show you guys. I've kind of like rearranged them in order of like glosses to metallics to satins to mattes, just so when I swatch it, it's a little bit easier for me to go in categories. But when it first came, as you guys saw in the intro, it was kind of like coordinated to look like the rainbow, which I thought was really, really cool. These are, like, some of these are so mesmerizing to look at, and I just can't wait to put these on my lips. Honestly, yes, I can wait. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna start with the Vault first to get through those, and then I'm gonna do the Lippie sticks after. So in true Jess fashion, let's get to lip swatching. Alright, so those were all the lip swatches. My lips are so stained and in pain, but honestly that was actually a lot of fun because there was so many different formulas and finishes and the colors. It was just really fun to try them all out. I'm gonna tell you guys some of my personal favorites. When it comes to glosses, I actually really liked all the glosses. I thought they were really fun. This one is like just pure glitter and sparkle. It's absolutely mesmerizing to look at, but if I had to pick two of my favorites, I'd have to say these two. This one is in the shade Round Midnight, and it's just a beautiful, soft, milky, sheer pink gloss, and I feel like this is really pretty for every day. It makes your lips look super juicy. It has really fine gold sparkles in there, and it's just such a beautiful, cute color. And the other one is the orange one, which is kind of surprising to me too. I know it's called Dust to Dust, but this shade is sheer, but it has like a very slight tint of orange, and I think like the little sparkles in there are just so beautiful. This is definitely something you can get away with wearing every day. It's nothing like too crazy. It's like a little swatch on the back of my hand. I don't know, I just really like the way this looked on my lips. You guys probably might know this about me, but if you don't, I don't tend to wear a lot of like metallic lips, a lot of glittery, sparkly stuff. I appreciate them and I love to look at them because they're so beautiful. But you guys, honestly, the two metallic lips in this collection, I am obsessed. I don't know what it is about them, but they are so pretty. They are very lightweight on the lips, so comfortable, but like the sheen it gives, like this darker shade right here, it's called Nimbus. This is the perfect holiday lip. I'm definitely gonna rock this during the holidays. This one again has a really cool duochrome. I really like these a lot. You guys know I love the satin formula, and these are the two satin shades. They're really cute and they're really cute together, but they're just two shades that I probably won't reach for and wear as often, but I know that there's people who would love this, and it matches my eye so perfectly. For the ultra matte lips, I have to say this one is probably my favorite. It's called La La Land. It's a perfect classic red. I can appreciate a red lip, and it just was so pretty. It looked like velvet on the lips. These dry down so quickly. You don't want to go like too heavy or too many layers with the Colourpop matte lips, but one light layer, very comfortable. It wasn't cracking on my lips or anything like that, so love this one. And lastly, for the Lippie sticks, these I think are like my top three if I was gonna have to pick. The first one is called At Twilight, and it's a creme finish. This just felt like butter, super nourishing and hydrating on the lips. It's a perfect nude. I feel like with a liner it would even look better, but I really like this color. And then next up we have Happy Thoughts, which is a matte formula. Beautiful, deep, like purpley mauve. I don't know why. This color spoke to me. I love the way it looked on me. Definitely a color I would reach for again. And lastly, we have the shade Skywalking, which is a matte X. First of all, like I mentioned, I can appreciate a red lip, but I had to throw in a matte X in here because it is one of my favorite formulas of Lippie sticks. Lastly, we have the glitters, and they first introduced these in the Bretman Rock collection. They came out with 2 colors. Now we have 9 more in the holiday collection, and they are gorgeous. If you're not familiar with these or you haven't tried it out yet, it's basically a glitter paste. It's kind of like a gel. They do dry down, and it's really fun. These are body glitters. I 100% would not recommend putting these on your eye or kind of like around your eye. They are chunky glitters, and you just don't want to get that in your eye. It's not safe. So keep it like on the face, the cheek, the body. You can put it in your hair, do whatever you want with it, just don't put it on your eyes. So obviously I'm not going to put all 9 glitters on my face, but I am going to be swatching all of them on my arm so you guys can see what they all look like. But I will show you guys kind of like a little live situation. This one is the shade Dream About Me. Oh my god, like this is so beautiful. It's so bouncy and squishy. Just tapping into it, you get a beautiful amount of glitter, but then you can go ahead and like grab like a chunk of that, and I'm gonna show you guys how fun these are. Oh man, can I just like cover my entire body? I love glitter. Another one of my favorites is called Avenue of the Stars. Like this one is so pretty. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch this. Like, are you kidding? Let's put this one right here. Oh, wow. These are just so much fun. I don't know, they're really pretty. I'm wondering if I should pop a little bit of this on my cheek, maybe on like one side, because I feel like this one matches my makeup quite well. You know what? We're going for it. I'm gently going to tap this on the side of my face. I also did this in my Bretman Rock collection video, so you guys want to see more of the glitters in action. The more you build it, the more opaque it gets. but I'm just trying to get it to be a little bit more sparse. This is beautiful. This makes me want to just literally put glitter on my face every day. Now that we've played with a lot of the products in the collection, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into arm swatches. Grab your popcorn, a beverage. There's quite a bit. everything. I don't know how long I've been sitting here, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys pick up anything in this collection? What were your favorite products? I definitely think there's a little bit of something for everyone in this collection. It's super fun. I love the colors. There's a lot of products that I'm definitely going to be using again. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, Makeup by Jesi. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. Also, hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. With all of that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys!